Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the dedication of the Makers Monument. The show is a little bit this way, so if anybody over here watching wants to move, you're welcome to. My name's Betsy Pandor. I'm the executive director of the Short North Alliance. It is my absolute joy to be able to finally welcome the Makers Monument to the Short North Arts District. Projects like this take tireless work of many people. And what's particularly special about this project is that it involves community advocacy, city leadership, and thoughtful, caring artists and entrepreneurs across our entire city who have come together to make this project a real reality. It is so very special. It is something that will leave a lasting legacy in our community. It celebrates our history. It helps us think forward. And it is absolutely remarkable that we now can say in the Short North Arts District, the single most significant, largest investment in public art has been made through a 2% dedication of funding for public art with a major public works project. That is something that is long overdue, and it is often that we say, so goes the Short North, so goes Columbus, and of course we would see something like this happen here. So all of you are welcome to attend an artist talk where you will learn much more about the history and the making of this project at 3 o'clock today, just across the street at WeWork. So I won't go into all of the details on how it became to be and who to thank, but someone who must be thanked is Director Mike Stevens from the City of Columbus Department of Development. Yes. His leadership, his predecessor Steve Shoney's leadership, our Mayor Andrew Ginther's leadership, our former Mayor Michael Coleman's leadership all played a substantial role in making this project a reality. And countless others on the Columbus Art Commission, as well as Lori Boudreau and many others in the Planning Division. So thank you very much. Mike Stevens, it is my pleasure to introduce you and have you share a little bit about this project. So Mike.
Good afternoon, everybody, and Betsy, thank you very much for the introduction, and I'd like to welcome you all. It's great to see the community come out to celebrate such an important milestone in our art history here in Columbus. What a great day in the city of Columbus, and this wouldn't be possible without the support of Mayor Ginther and Council President Hardin and the members of City Council. And while they weren't able to join us today, they do send their best wishes. I do want to recognize Diane Nance, the chair of our Columbus Arts Commission. Are there any other art commissioners in the audience? If you're there, give us a wave. Thank you for coming. It's also, I'm going to get a chance to introduce Mark Reigelman II here in a little bit, but it's great that he's here with his family, his wife, Mikal, Dayan, daughters Sella and Aya, and parents Mark and Tracy Reigelman. So welcome. A project like this is possible through a lot of hard work over the years, but it's partnership within the city with the Department of Public Service, who did the great streetscape project here to carve out these dollars to make sure public art was included. So I don't want to leave here without recognizing the Department of Public Service. So as Betsy mentioned, this is the first time we've used that 2% set aside for public art. And why here? Well, where else would we do it but the Short North? And it's really important that, you know, we're bookending not only the convention center, but the university and the commitment to arts on both ends, but what the Short North Alliance and the support of artists and artwork that they have shown through the years. So it's really important that, and it's great that we have this project here. A little background on this project. We retained Design Local to lead a robust public art planning process to engage the community in identifying potential artwork locations and community goals and aspirations, resulting in the Art on High Strategic Public Art Plan and Artist Call. Mark was selected out of a very competitive field of 139 artists responding to a national call. This artwork celebrates Columbus makers' culture, the past, the present, and the future entrepreneurial spirit of our city. And it's important that we're setting aside 2% and putting them in public infrastructure projects. We're not the first city to do it, but we've seen what others have done, and we realize that the vibrancy that public art adds to the city, how it creates moments of beauty, humor, contemplation, history, and learning, it's really art for all of us. And with that, I'd like to introduce Mark.
So I prepared about 30 minutes of remarks, so get ready. City of Columbus, thank you very much. This is a really, really awesome opportunity. It's been, 3 years in the making, so it's great to finally see it come to life. I appreciate your willingness to invest in public art and public space, and I hope this is the beginning of many, many more projects in Columbus. So thank you. Ooh, what about now? I'll start over. No, I just thanked the City of Columbus. Lori Boudreau, you're awesome. You helped keep this project on the rails through its entirety, so I appreciate it. Dan Waiton and all the other city officials that provided documents and reviews and all of the things required to make this stuff work. The Arts Commissioners in the commission are usually terrible, but this one was awesome. Like our meetings, I felt like I left learning a lot, and the project is better because of you all. So thank you very, very much. The Art Selection Committee, it was mentioned before, it was a group of super smart people, and I was lucky enough to be selected. So thank you all for appreciating my interest in kind of maker history in Columbus and selecting me for the project. As was also mentioned, these projects take like hundreds of people to finish, like literally hundreds of people. And so I don't have time to thank everyone, but there's still a handful of others that I think need to be recognized. Amanda Golden, Josh Lapp of Designing Local. Designing Local is an awesome local firm. They were brilliant from beginning to end. They were out here taking pictures, measuring things for me, and all with a great attitude. So Amanda, thank you. Rick Martin of Setterlin, this guy. He was the type of person I would be like freaking out over email. Rick, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. And his response would be like, relax, we got it. And so he was in charge of, digging holes, pouring concrete, or organizing cranes, getting this thing here. It would not happen without him. Lindsay Steffens, the lighting designer from Francis Crane Associates, she was out here in the dirt with us, getting the lighting aimed and making sure this thing is beautiful at night as it is during the day. So Lindsay, thank you. Eric Rausch and Amanda Bowen, I don't think either of them are here. They're local artists. Eric is a ceramicist. He's super talented. Check him out if you don't know him. They were also my eyes and ears on the ground. Betsy, she's here. Thank you for being super supportive throughout the process and putting together an incredible event today, so thank you. Michelle Brandt, I don't know if Michelle's here, but this thing kind of all started at her gallery when there's a cake that said, "Congratulations, Mark." It was the first time I've ever received such a cake. And I was like, I'm moving to Columbus. I love this place. She's also showing some of the process work in her gallery for the next month. So if you get a chance to check it out today, do so. And last and most importantly, makers. This project was very much inspired by the history of makers and makers today, people making beautiful music, for instance. There's a guitar that's in the pattern if you want to look for it. It looks very similar to yours. There was a lot of interesting history in Columbus, like a ton of it. And if you come to my talk, I talk a lot about it. But the maker history was super unique. It was described at one point, everything being made from toothpicks to locomotives were being made in Columbus, which is just bonkers. And so that inspiration was very exciting to me. And so I hope that this is kind of a proper homage to the makers past, present, and future. So that's all. Let's find some shade. Thank you. Oh, we're cutting a ribbon. We're cutting a ribbon. I've also never cut a ribbon before.
These are our scissors. We want you to be very animated in how you cut.
I requested large gold scissors.
Try. All right, these are yours. Go right ahead and we'll hold it. Thank you all so much for coming and enjoying this special moment to officially dedicate and open up the Makers Monument for all in the community. Please join us at 3 o'clock in the Moxie Hotel in the WeWork space for an artist talk featuring Mark Reigelman. Take care.